Welcome back, everybody. You're watching the Now Morning Show right here on TTT. Remember, you can also take us with you on Talk City 91.1 FM, TTT Live online on Facebook and on YouTube. All right, and on April 21st, Easter Sunday, we are doing the television premiere of Green Days by the River right here on TTT. So after church, after Sunday lunch, Green Days by the River, and it's happening at 3 p.m. right here on TTT. And with me this morning is Che Rodriguez. Good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning?
Well, I am fine. Thank you very much for having me.
Happy to have you here.
Yeah, it's a long time since I've been in this studio, but
right?
I used to be here at one time. Yeah,
when?
It's all different.
When were you here?
During the time of Alison. I used to do a show right in here with Alison.
Really?
Yeah.
I met her once
lots of memories.
when I was younger, but it was at the other station in Mova.
Right, right. Yeah, she used to work there too.
Yeah. Okay. So all right, so let's talk about Green Days by the River a little bit. How do you feel about this being made into a television premiere starting on April 21st, right here on TTT?
Well, I'm very pleased actually, because I saw this on the news and I said, wait, I didn't know this was happening. And then, I received a call from one of the producers, and they told me that, hey, listen, this thing is going on, and we're trying to get actors to come on. So when I heard about it, I was like, yes, yeah, we need to promote this.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I feel good about it. And
That's
it's great
excellent.
that you all are
That's
doing
excellent.
it.
Yeah, you know, well, it's all hats off to Lisa.
Oh, hats off to Lisa.
And
that's
of course,
true.
hats off to your entire team.
Very well, very
right.
much so. The guys were great. Michael and Christian, they are wonderful young men, and they've worked very hard to produce something that is not easy to do, to translate a novel to film. And they've done it.
Yep, and they have. And by the way, today's World Theatre Day, so
World Theatre Day.
So
that's true.
we're celebrating the performing arts.
Yes.
So it's great to have you here today for World Theatre Day as well. It was serendipitous.
Very much so.
All right. So tell me about your character in the movie.
Well, I played Paul Lamin as the old, dying, sick father who's very, very concerned about his son's future.
Right.
This is at a time when, in the old colonial days, when black men didn't have much room for advancement.
Right.
You either used to pick cocoa or you work somewhere in the field, and it's very
menial.
And there weren't many chances for upward mobility. And then when you are sick, it's another story.
Right.
So he is the one who sort of registers his love and his concern and his ambition. He's sort of putting his own ambitions into his own son, in the hope that he would turn out to be something, as they used to say a long time. I wanted to become something in life.
Yeah.
So basically, that was my whole
role. You were the one who's your goals and aspirations were put on the shoulders of your son in the film, and how was it preparing for that role? How was it having to pretend to be sick the entire time?
I love that you asked that. I'll tell you why. Because just before that, Carrie, I was sick. Okay. I was admitted to the Mount Hope Medical Hospital with it's a lung infection, and it almost killed me.
Wow.
I almost died. So I had recovered after that, and that is when Michael and him, they had said to me, Che, we were here to do this role. And when I knew the role, and when I read it, I said, hey boy, this is uncanny.
Yeah.
Because it was a lung infection, I was coughing.
Right.
And through the film, you realize I was coughing. And I tell myself, you know what? I'm going to take that experience in the hospital, because it was really bad, and I'm going to inject it into my character. I'm going to make my character feel all of this one more time.
Right.
And I did it, and to be honest, I think to myself, I think it worked very well.
Being that you had that experience that you could then translate.
Yeah, it was just a matter of bringing it over into the character.
And that's
I went through it.
Yeah, that's something we found was common here. Meeting with other actors, they were chosen because the character was so in tune with who they really are.
Yeah.
And also, you having gone through that experience, it was probably seamless.
Yeah, it was a simple transition, just bringing it all in, because I laid in bed for 7 days not knowing anything, two needles here, 2 needles there, and I'm just in bed. So,
was it at all traumatic, but in any way, like having to basically mentally relive a situation where you were down and out and
You mean while I was doing character?
while you were doing the
Oh yes,
character?
because there was a time when, well, in the movie I die.
Okay.
I die in the movie,
Yeah.
and there's this scene where they're carrying me out, and I'm lying in an old wooden cot, and they're taking me downhill. And while I'm there, I am recalling when I was in the hospital, and
Right.
and those were the things that helped me to produce the effects that I wanted to produce at the time.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I can't even imagine.
Oh,
you
no,
know.
it wasn't nice, but yet still I loved it.
Right, yes.
Yeah. It wasn't a nice scene. In the
Yeah, it
sense
was a
that
nice scene,
you
but
have to
it was a
pretend
nice
that you're
experience.
dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
know that I went through that.
Right.
And I tell myself, oh God, I think I want to go through this. You know, so.
Well, you know, we only speak positive things here, so you're not going to be sick and down.
Oh, no,
and
no,
stuff
no, no,
again
I don't
and-
intend to be at all.
Yeah, you know,
I plan to live forever.
Yeah, exactly, same.
Yeah.
All right, so will you be here on the 21st? You know, when we do the premiere, we're going to have a little bit of a premiere party.
I was told about it, and I would love to be here because I was looking forward to seeing Lisa and you all, but I ain't seeing Lisa, so I was wondering what's going on.
Our valiant CEO is so busy, you know, making sure that the world stand around us. That
All
you know,
right.
sometimes she would have to give up on the morning and
Yeah.
do that work as well, you know. But I'm sure if you come in a little bit later, you'll see her. You know, you could.
But you know that I worked with her on a film that she had produced called Home Again.
Right. Yes,
She
I
was
looked at that
the-
movie.
Yeah,
That
she was
movie
one of the
excellent.
producers there, and I had worked on it both as a production person as well as an actor. Yeah, so I had a good experience working with
Right,
Lisa.
yes,
She's
yes,
the one.
yes.
She's the one actually that made me understand clearly how a movie must be done professionally.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, she's a wonderful.
Agreed. Yeah,
person.
you know, I looked at that movie for the first time late last year because I didn't know about it before.
Which one? Home
Home
Again?
Again, yes.
Oh, you saw it?
Yes, I
All
saw
right,
it. I
good,
saw
good.
it, yeah, really great movie.
Yeah.
All right, well, Che
I was the
Rodriguez.
taxi driver in it.
I remember that actually.
Yeah.
All right. So we're actually going to take a little bit of a little bit of clip. And Che, I'm going to thank you so much for joining
Yeah,
us
man.
this morning and
Yeah,
sharing,
yeah, very good. Yeah, man.
sharing your
Thank you
experience
very
with
much.
us and everything. And you know, 21st, TTT is the place to be.
21st, I will be here.
All right, thanks again, Che
Thank you
Rodriguez.
very much.